Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How you doing? How are you? Welcome to a Friday, May the 2nd, 2025, option expiry day. This month, because today is the 2nd, the third Friday of this month will be the 16th. So right in the middle of the month will be the third Friday of this month. A lot of activity will happen there. Welcome all to the show. We've got a bit of a gain going this morning on the markets overall, but we have a couple of stocks in the news and in our spotlight. And the stocks that are in the spotlight today, Apple, Amazon, are key components, really, of the economy. The Dow 30 Industrials, of course, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ 100. They are key components of those indexes, but they are key cogs in the entire American economy. We have to be very aware of what they are or not doing. Apple shares, as I say in my title this morning to you, we're down 3.5% in pre-market trading, and Amazon sees slower activity ahead. I can tell you that Amazon doesn't want to tell you how bad they think it's going to get. So they're giving a range of economic performance that is so wide that nobody knows if they know how badly they're going to do. They're hoping they can match last year's number. They will not. It will be dramatically lower, and they might be too optimistic with their low estimate. There is a slowdown happening in the American economy that you don't see in a grand way. I used to see this when I was in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, it was the 1970s. I turned 20 in 1975, 76. And in those days, 50 years ago, when the U.S. economy or Canadian economy were going into a recession, we knew, because of all the announcements from all the cities and towns in southern Ontario, Canada, and Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Illinois, Indiana, Pennsylvania, all those states in the U.S. that were just near where we were in Canada, the industrial heartland of America and Canada, there would be dozens and dozens of announcements every week from all kinds of factories that were part of big companies, public companies, and were mom and pop regional furniture makers or textile manufacturers or shoemakers or whatever these factories were. They were coming out one after the other, after the other, after the other, with layoffs or complete and utter closures. The largest players out there, the so-called Whirlpools of the world and the Maytags, and the large suppliers to Sears Roebuck and to Kmart, the big suppliers of appliances and clothing and stuff like that, to these guys. Some of these firms were publicly traded companies. Most were not. But they had deep pockets, deeper than a mom and pop furniture maker in Guelph, Ontario, or a radio assembly company making CB radios in Youngstown, Ohio. They were mom and pops with 1 or 2 million in sales, 3 or 4 million in sales, but no money in the bank. The big boys who could do 10, 20, 30 million a year in sales, 50 million a year, the equivalent today of a couple 100 million, they had pockets. These folks began to figure out very quickly in the 70s that with 6, 8, and 10% inflation, that their best bet to produce washing machines and other appliances for the households of America, and to produce mundane products like spatulas, forks, and knives for the kitchen. The best bet there was not to go to Mexico, because Mexico didn't exist as a manufacturing center at all in the 70s. There was no talk of that. You went to Taiwan, you went to Korea, South Korea, you went to China, because China was just opening up after the Nixon visit of 1972-73. That opened up China. And Chinese were looking at the big picture. They were looking at the 1,000-year program over there. And that thought over there was, let's have the state of China, through the Communist Party, fund entrepreneurs with space, land that will take away from peasants. They are powerless. We'll open up factory and distribution centers, and we'll build ports to handle these container type ships, this new modern invention called the container ships. And we'll build container boats, ships, and we'll fund companies to run those. And we'll open up the entire infrastructure. We'll open up full-blown ports, ships, containers, rail yards, highways, warehouses, and factories, and we'll fund it all through the Communist Party. No one will tell us we can't do that because we own everything. And we'll have our state media tell the world how great we are, tell ourselves how great we are, how wonderful China is, what a great place China is to live. And don't work in a rice paddy anymore. Come on into some of these big cities and be a worker at the port, be a worker at the distribution center, and be a worker at the factory. And they began to make deals with these business owners in the United States and Canada and Europe, everywhere. This is not Americans stabbing Americans in the back by hiring Chinese companies to make forks, knives, and spoons for them. This was the entire world coming into China, being welcomed in. Come on in and tell us what you want us to make for you. We can make really basic stuff super cheap for you guys. We'll make coffee cups and plates and saucers and pans and pots and dish rack holders, and we'll do it all. And we'll ship it, contain it, ship it, and we'll produce it in such a way that it'll say made in China on it. And if you want us to have a little tag on there to describe anything about the product, we'll do all that for you. We'll do whatever your domestic market wants. And you can put your brand name on this stuff because it's good quality stuff. We'll keep our workers in line. They'll work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, no problem. And now you can bring in those forks, knives, and spoons at 1/10 the price that you were paying your unionized workers for in Ohio. Back through the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, you can say goodbye to those people. You can shut that plant down. You can sell that land under the plant if possible. Walk away and not even have a factory anymore. All you need now is a distribution network, which you have. You have warehouses for your stuff, but you're going to build new warehouses in St. Louis, Chicago, outside of somewhere in New Jersey, outside in Los Angeles, and you're going to distribute your forks, knives, and spoons to all of your retailers in the United States as if you made the product in Ohio. And in come the containers, and they go right to these warehouses, and you split them out, and this product ends up everywhere. And the American consumer will see prices stabilize for spoons, knives, and forks, and you guys will make a killing on this deal, which allows you to expand into other businesses, and off you go. And that's exactly what happened. America won. America won that deal because America replaced its unionized workers, uneducated, barely high school graduating people, and let them go. Over 20 years, they were all let go. And then these 30 and 40-year-old people in 20, 30 years became 50 and 60-year-olds, were funded with pensions or not, got Social Security somewhat, they got part-time jobs doing something else, and they were let go. America turned their back on their own people who had no education, no skills, but some states paid to get these people skills, and off they went. And that was the 70s, and that was the 80s, and that was the 90s. And mom and pop retail stores disappeared everywhere in America and Canada. They all went to the shopping mall if they could get into a shopping mall, or they were out of business forever. And the entire changeover of the economy took place. And China became the factory floor. So did Vietnam now, South Korea, Thailand, and Indonesia, and other countries all became the factory floor of America and Europe, the Mideast, South America, and Africa. And here we are with a trade policy, a Trump trade policy that's trying to reverse all of that to get it all back to America. And the flaw in the system is America won't fund it. The United States government will not pay any private entrepreneur any money to build a factory in Cleveland, Ohio, or in the suburbs of Cleveland, or somewhere in Pennsylvania or somewhere in Illinois or wherever to build a factory to produce product like forks and knives and spoons for American consumers, because the American government is going to go, well, first of all, we're broke. And number two, we're America. You, the entrepreneur, will set the table so that you, the entrepreneur, can make it happen. The entrepreneur takes a look at the lay of the land and goes, I can't get into this business. I can't build a factory in Youngstown and hire 5,000 people to make all this product. They'll go unionized immediately. They'll require work to rule campaigns. Like, I can't make people work 80 hours a week in a factory floor, and I'm not going to, because I got to pay double time, triple time. Can't do it. I can't hire people for $7.45 an hour, which is the national minimum wage of the United States of America. I can't hire anyone at that price. No American will work for that little money. They can't survive. I got to pay $15, $20, $25 an hour with all the benefits, all the unemployment insurance I have to pay, the social securities I have to pay, and the health care I got to provide. Can't be done. Unionized workers or workers going into a factory being told that you can get $22 an hour, but it'll cost you $1,000 a month for your health care coverage out of your pocket per month. They're going to go, I can't afford to work here. You're asking me to cough up $1,000 a month, and there's deductibles on this stuff. This isn't healthcare coverage. I'm better off being broke and being on Medicaid. I'm better off being a broke American on Medicaid than work for you and pay this kind of money for this coverage, which is non-existent. There's the reality of America. And it's nothing personal. This is not a Democrat Republican thing. I'm not being a socialist that rile you up. I'm just telling you there's no way you're going to see factories in America to replace Chinese and all these other countries' factories. Not going to happen. Apple last night came out and said it plain as day. It's going to cost us $900 million a quarter in tariff expenses to shift production out of China to Vietnam and India for the US iPhone market, and everything else with an Apple logo on it. So your Apple store in Rancho Cucamonga, your Apple store in Cleveland, your Apple store in New York, your wherever, and then all the sellers, authorized sellers of Apple product in America will find that in the next 6 months and a year, that virtually every item you bring in that you will sell for these guys, is made in India or Vietnam. 90% of it. And Apple will pay $4 billion a year in expenses to the US government in taxes for the pleasure of not bringing product into the United States from China, but from Vietnam and India right now. That's what's going to happen. There will be no factory from Apple set up in St. Louis or Spokane, Washington, or Boise, Idaho, or Akron, Ohio. There will be no Apple factories opened up, hiring tens of thousands of laborers to make any Apple product in the United States. Apple, for the rest of the world, will continue to produce product in China. That's where all the manufacturers are for all the parts of your iPhone. 20 manufacturers are required. 20 different companies make parts that go into this, and my MacBook Pro I'm talking to you on, and my big ass iPad over here. These 20 factories are all in China. The expertise is all in China. The machinery, the employees, the production capacity, the volume of production capacity, it's all in China. So in actuality, Vietnam is importing parts from China. India is importing parts from China on behalf of Apple's subcontractors to assembly plants in those two places. And those are then sending the phones to the United States. And somehow under the entire U.S. government importation tariff rule subsidy nightmare, which of course lawyers are having a field day with, and accountants and whatever, they are able to bring product into the United States where it only costs Apple $1 billion every 3 months out of their bottom line to give you your phone and your MacBook Pro. And that's if things kind of stay stable. And we don't know if that's going to happen. There will be no factories in the United States because the rest of the world, like Germany and UK, the rest of Europe, the Middle East, Africa, the rest of Asia, South America, Canada, we will be bringing our phones in. Our Apple product will be coming from China. Will continue to come to us from China, and our prices won't go up. We won't pay more for the Apple product. But there will be no factories in Canada or Germany set up either. Nothing like that whatsoever. Canadians will benefit from stability for supply for their phones and their computers and everything from Apple from Chinese importers, from the China division of Apple subcontractors. The Americans will have to deal with the new product coming from the new location of India and Vietnam. And hopefully it'll be seamless. Hopefully for Americans, you won't notice the difference unless you look at the box that your product comes in. Look at the bottom of the box when you buy a new MacBook Pro or your new iPhone and see where your product is made. There you go. That's the story. Amazon has no certainty whatsoever about what they're going to do because individual Americans are going to find that you go onto Amazon.com and you want to take a look at a summer dress, or you want to look at some new shoes for sale, or you want to buy a microwave from Amazon, or I don't know what. Of the millions of products, you're going to see some of them triple the price. And you're going to go, I'm not going to pay that much money for something that cost me $75 3 months ago. They want $175 for it. I'm not going to do that. So you're going to walk into the Walmart store. You're going to walk into Walmart and going to shop for a microwave there or whatever you're looking for. And some of them will be $200 each. And you're going to, I'm not going to pay $200 for a microwave. They were $79.99 last month. But then you'll find a microwave made in South Korea. $99.99. You're going to buy that one. You're going to find a microwave made in Vietnam. You're going to find a microwave assembled somewhere else. That, for a while, might work. But in the end, tariffs are going to make it very difficult for product to come into the U.S. much cheaper because, again, it'll be targeted. There will be targets aimed at various products that used to be made in China and now made elsewhere. They're going to be bumped up there, up there, up there. Welcome to the 26, 27-year nightmare that's coming up. The cost of living to an average American middle-class person is going to be nightmarish. The effect is going to be devastating. The recession coming into the United States is not going to be a mild, short-term, 8-second attention span deficit or recession. It's going to last years. This is going to take all 4 years of this presidency, and then it'll take a couple of years of the next president, because that individual, who, wherever they come from, they're going to have to deal with the fallout, because you know who is not going to unsave face. He's not going to back off because he was wrong. He's going to blame everyone else, left-wing socialists, for all the problems, not him and his people. Everything is wonderful where we are. It's everyone else's fault. And so the next president will have to undo 4 years of this damage, which was self-inflicted, and will run deep into the American economy. There will be bankruptcies. You will know people. You will be aware of organizations and groups and entities, companies that will go bust in your neighborhood, in your community. These are not publicly traded companies. These are not big, gigantic S&P 500 companies. You're going to see throughout your regions bankruptcies. You're going to see for lease signs in strip malls of a lot of mom and pop operations. You're going to see vacancies in shopping malls. You're going to see people going online to try to deflect and survive. And even those folks are going to have a tough time. Because at the end of the day, the bottom 90% of Americans demographically are broke. They're struggling at the 80% level. They're struggling a lot more at 70. The 50 percenters are really hurting. And below that, they're not even making it paycheck to paycheck. And some of you have mentioned to me, 25% of Americans are borrowing money from payday loan operators, online or not online, to buy groceries right now. They are revolving credit to buy groceries. That is serious stuff. because that gets worse every week. Every month gets worse because you get deeper and deeper into the hole until you're bankrupt. It's not good. It is not pleasant. What can I tell you? As long as Americans fear their government, things will be calm. The moment too many Americans don't fear their government anymore because they realize their government isn't going to help them, then it turns violent. And that's when it starts to get nasty and ugly. And we're going there. We're going there. There's no stopping it. It's going to happen. It's going to be bad. Just saying. Now, there are 170 of you here watching me going, I wish this guy would stop talking politics, and I wish he would tell me something happy. Can you make me happy? It's Friday. Please make me happy. I have good news for you, 171 people. You're likely option writers. You're here because you somehow found me. I don't know how, but you found me, and you became option writers. And you're looking at me going, Uncle Bruce, I understand what you're saying, and I know why you're saying it, and I really appreciate the worldview. But I got to tell you, man, between you and me, I am making a piss pot of money writing options. And I never thought it would happen to me. And I can't believe I can do this. I can't believe this is legal. And why weren't you on the air 10 years ago, for crying out loud? I only just found you in the last couple of years. Welcome to today's party, pal. Your question of the day is pretty apropos here. I'm kind of asking you guys, would you mind telling me what kind of profits you like to take when you write stock options? So the minute you write options, you're sitting there tapping your toe and folding your arms and pulling your ear and picking your nose because you can't pick you can't pick your nose, but you can pick your friends. But you're picking your nose because you're all alone and you're wondering, what profit should I take off the table for this option program I just did? I just wrote these contracts and I'm already up a certain percentage. Should I get out? 118 of you have already voted and given me an indication of what your thought process is as to what kind of profit you're going to take off the table. 25% or less, 11% of you actually do that. 1/10 of you are like day traders. You're looking at, hey man, if I bring in $5,000 and I can bring in, 400 or 500 profit in like a couple hours, I'll take it. 25 to 50%, that's a pretty good bunch, nice little profit there. That's 32% of you. 1 in 3 will say to me, Uncle Bruce, as soon as I see 25 to 50% profit on my option program, I close it out and take the money. Over 50% profit before you close the trade, 57%. And I have a suspicion that the number is as high as it is because something is working for you guys. What's happening here is a number of you have started to become cash secured put writers and credit spread writers. Call and put credit spread, or call or put credit spread writers, doesn't matter. You're credit spread writers, which are inherently short-termers, and you're looking at contracts that are out of the money when you wrote them. You knew I wrote these call contracts, Bruce, on SPY, way out of the money with 5 hours to go, 3 hours to go. And an hour later, with 2 hours to go, I'm already up 40% because these contracts are shrinking out. The spread is shrinking up. And the market is not improving. It's not getting close to my number. With an hour to go, I'm up 80% on my trade. I'm putting in stink bids to shut this sucker down. I'm taking my 80%, my 84%, my 89% profit. I'm taking a huge percentage of the profit off the table. And then overnight, I'm just sitting on cash, and I'll do this all over again tomorrow. Many of you have discovered 0 days to expiry, 2 days to expiry, 3 days to expiry, 4 days to expiry, 5 days to expiry. You have found this little world because of this channel and this YouTuber telling you credit spreads. Hey, call credit spreads is where you want to be, because that is where you can make yourself a nice little buck. And I believe that what's happening in this poll result is a direct result of some of you out there who are saying, Uncle Bruce, baby, oh man, have you shown me the light? I'm not just going to write cash secured puts. I'm going to use capital from those cash secured puts to now do credit spread trading and really amplify returns. 56% of you say, I only take profits when it's over 50%. And it's easy. It's easy to do this. I say congratulations. If you can write a credit spread where you bring in 12% gross and walk out with 6 or 7%, and you can do that on an average daily basis, you guys are compounding money like you've never seen before. Because after about a month of doing that on a daily turnaround basis, your capital that you're managing is really taking off. And you guys are going, Uncle Bruce, I used to be happy with 30% return on a 6-month contract. I would be itching to roll it. Now, with daily expiries, I do these rollovers 3, 4, 5 times a week. I do Q positions, SPY positions. I'm open to daily 0 day to expiries on the Magnificent 7. I can't wait for those. I'm ready, baby. I am getting psyched up. Bruce, bring out class number 18. Please, God, bring out class number 18 and talk to us about 0 days to expiry option strategies. I'm ready. Welcome to the party, pal. This channel, I know this channel is helping a lot of you make money. Well done, everybody. 195 are here, and they're coming in. Stock Jockey, welcome to the party, pal. Richard Carlin, I'm here. Eddie is here. Stock Jockey. Katie is here. Good morning, everyone. It's Ryan. Isn't it amazing how from May 21 until November 23 that the SPY stayed flat, and yet since November that the markets have been on an uptick, even with the dip still moving up. It's amazing. Andrea is in the house. Number 10 bull. Sure, no. Andrea heard the Apple earnings call. Tim Cook said they are clueless about the impact of tariffs for the second quarter. We really don't know, and they're right. Same with Amazon. They do not know. GM says $5 billion impact on their bottom line. $5 billion minimum. Henry T, good morning, folks. Charlie C2, good morning, everybody. Rice Checks is here. Good morning. Charlie is saying number 18 on the thumbs up meter. Robert is in the house. Good morning. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen and all stock market with Brucers. I gave you a thumbs up. Number 17, I believe. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Stock Jockey, welcome to the party, pal. Not your normal trader. Good morning, Doug. Good morning, all 30. Number 30, good to be a beautiful weekend here. 28 degrees. It's summertime. You got to love this. That's Celsius, of course. A deep value, number 40. Hector, number 42. Who's this? AUD. Welcome to the party, pal. We love you, Uncle Bruce. AUD, you got to become a member of this channel, man. I need you to be a member. Keeps us on the air. Thank you. Juan, number 27. Christina, big changes for the Army came out yesterday. Things are getting crazy here. Do more with less is the theme. Interesting, not your normal trader. So how's the stock market looking? Trip Hazard, you keep bringing up how bad things are now are going to be. But you always say it doesn't matter if markets go down or option runs, either wins. Why spend so much time whining about it? I'm not whining about it. This isn't a whine. I'm not complaining about it. I am educating you about it. You have got to be aware of the big picture that's going to affect you. And it's happening to you out of London, Beijing, Paris, Tokyo. It's happening to you from Manila. It's happening to you from Sydney. It's happening to you from Cape Town. You think you're an American or a Canadian and you're sheltered from all the bad things because you're in the most powerful country in the world that won the Second World War. Wake the hell up. Give yourself a dope slap. You are not in control of the planet. You are part of the planet. And you're going to get the crap kicked out of you economically from the rest of the world because they are pissed off at what your president is doing. Wake the hell up. Stop drinking that stupid Kool-Aid. Get off Fox News and wake the hell up. You can make a lot of money as an option writer. Oh, yeah. But you better understand why and how. Because things change on a dime. Don't come to me with this, oh, why are you whining about it? You're so political all the time. You're just shutting yourself off to god-awful profits. The rest of the world is trading around you and is laughing at you if you're stuck on Mr. Happy in Washington. They are past him. They are looking beyond that guy. They know that February 2027, if the midterms go the way they're likely going to go, it's 2 years of impeachment hearings. It's over in February 2027 for this guy and all his pals. And watch cabinet members start to resign left, right, and center. I'm telling you, the future, Marty, the future is coming up. Don't think otherwise. Boy, Stock Jockey, I have never bought an Apple product in my life. Deep value because people's retirement is being negatively affected, money evaporating into thin air. Not your normal trader. Apple at the local grocery store is made from trees. The man, Apple has been shifting out of China now for the last 4 years. Bit at the time, they have cheaper labor in India now that India is passing China on population. James, good morning. Lucky number 51 today. Sharon, Bruce is not whining. He's expressing his opinion and educating. There you go. Murray, morning to all. Who's flexible on taking profits depending on where you think the markets and stocks are heading? Dude, if we were not going up, we're losing to inflation and monetary expansion. Sleepy Biden was so much better. Sometimes a president who does nothing in the media is exactly what you want. I want my civil servants to be civil servants. I don't want them to be preachers. I don't want them to tell me how to live my life. I don't want them to tell me what my children should learn in college. I don't want them to stifle free speech. I want civil servants to be civil servants. There's a Constitution, there are the courts, there's the House of Representatives, there's the Senate, there's the President. In my country, we got the Prime Minister, we got the House of Commons, we have a Senate, we have provinces, we have premiers, you have governors in the US. Civil servants, fix the goddamn potholes. Make sure that airports work properly. Make sure planes don't crash and falter in midair. Make sure the pollution doesn't come out of some piece of crap factory somewhere and pollutes the river with 1 million people drinking from it downstream. That's what I want from the civil service. That's what we're paying for. That's what we're supposedly paying for. I don't want to be told what my morals are. I don't want to be watching the clown show of these people who are bragging to me, to you, about how we just put a plane load of people into a maximum security prison in a third world country, because that's what a great leader I am. That is not leadership. That is absolute pathetic display of human rights abuses. That's what that is. And the rest of the world knows it. And the rest of the world talks about it. But on Fox News, oh, it's the American way. This is not the America that I remember. And I don't think that's the America you voted for. Jeff, trip hazard, because you need to have some sort of understanding about the things that will make the market go up and down in order to make money when it goes up or down. There you go, Jeff, well done. I don't think there's much for stability in Canada right now after Carney won. No stability whatsoever. Canada's a mess. Oh, God. Really, we could have had a woman president twice. Do you think that Russia would have invaded Ukraine if Hillary was the president of the United States? You actually think that Hillary would cave to Putin? That guy would cave to her in a microsecond. Kamala Harris, you think she would have put in tariffs like you see now? I don't think so. I think Kamala Harris would try to advance the business and keep it growing. American dollar strong against all currencies in the world, which makes the U.S. debt easy to pay off. That's the policy you want to keep going. But hey, it's okay. You make up your minds, America, what you want, and then you live with it. Because right now, I read today something about how the tariff thing is the United States' own version of Brexit. The United Kingdom got the crap kicked out of it economically because of Brexit, and it is still paying the price and will pay for another 20 years. The United States just entered the beginning of the beginning, where the bottom half of Americans will not be able to afford to go on a vacation unless they inherit money from someone's passing in the family. The only way a 30%er in America is going to go on a vacation to Europe is if grandma died and left them 50 grand. They can go on a European vacation one time. They're not going to earn their way out of it. Someone earning $40,000 a year in the United States with a family of 2 kids, the wife working, if at all, part-time. I don't know how you got latchkey kids. I have no idea how they get by. No idea. It's unbelievable. We could have had a woman president. Hey, Hector, good morning, all. Hector, number 66, not your normal trader. J.D. Vance will be the next president. You think so? You really think? You think the Democrats are going to stay home? They're not going to go vote because it's a certainty that J.D. Vance will be the next president. Really? I think Bugs Bunny will beat J.D. Vance in the next election. It doesn't matter. It's over. It will be so over. We'll see. Jeff, we'll find out. Good morning, everybody. Let's make some money. J.D. Vance. Dave, what about the last 4 years? I don't recall things being super dandy. No, 25% gain in the market in the third year of Biden's presidency, and a 25% gain in the market in his fourth year of his presidency. Oh, that was just bullshit. That was all just, that was nothing. This is where the money is made. 2025. Watch us make money now. Really? Dave, what planet? What do you drink? What are you smoking something, Dave? Wake up. Stop the meds. Stop with those meds. They're screwing your head. Shopping malls in Minnesota have been empty since 2021. Stock jockey, thank God for GameStop. JIH, maybe those at the top should take a little less from their companies. Yeah, that's what they'll do. Yeah. Who's buying or writing on Microsoft? Dave, let's not act all this just started in Jan 25, Jeff, I think it's going to be a generational recession, probably permanent, with the cuts in federal investment in R&D and education will only drop further. Corporations are putting up that capital. No question about that. Charlie, 30% profit locked in so far this week, writing daily Qs, using 1,000 and writing 5 $200 spreads, getting 5 to 5% return daily. I like this game. Well done, buddy. That's what you're talking about. If you can generate $300-400 a week on your $1,000. Next week you can play with $1,300. The week after you can play with $1,700. The week after you're going to play with $2,500. Yeah, about 10-20 weeks from now you're going to be dealing with 10 grand at a time from 1,000. Yeah, hello. Yeah. John, if Dems can't nominate a better female candidate than Kamala or Clinton, they'll continue to fail. I agree. I totally agree with that comment. You're absolutely right. That's right. The only reason Trump's president is because the Democrats couldn't nominate a strong enough candidate against him. And the other reason, Democrats took it for granted that all the other Democrats will show up to vote. They didn't vote in fear. They voted with confidence, and they got whacked. And there's the problem right there. Democrats have got to get scared. They've got to get scared and panicked and show up. That's it. Just saying. But hey, Jeff Jr., thanks for joining my OnlyFans. Charlie, Uncle Bruce knows options, and I respect that knowledge, but he is so anti-Trump that it biases his advice on the economy. Many analysts are praising these economic moves for the long-term, short-term pain. Oh, Charlie, love boat. This all started during the Biden presidency. Every economic and employment number was fudged. Don't believe this guy. He is the same type of lefty that believes everything on TV and voted liberal. Right. During the Trump presidency from 2016 to 20, everything was great. Oh, everything was wonderful. The best people were brought in to run that White House. They make some of the best model prisoners in medium security prisons we've ever seen. It's really, really inspiring, truly incredible. And what was it? 8 years prior to Trump was Obama. And what did he inherit the first month of his presidency? Oh, my God. The leftover disaster from George H.W. Bush and all his Republican pals, the blow up of the banks, 2 days away from ATMs running out of money. Unbelievable. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever. Short-term pain. Jeff, Charlie, those analysts in the room, are they with you now? Deep, since 70s, at least 26 women have publicly accused Donald Trump of sexual misconduct. We are witnessing late-stage capitalism in real time. Finally, the end of America's unipolarity. Okay, Jared, good morning, everyone from cloudy Cincinnati. Welcome. Team Casino. Charles Payne is no slouch. Kevin O'Leary, these men are successful. America's strongest economy in the world is negotiating. Do you know that Kevin O'Leary wanted to run for Prime Minister of Canada? I think he tried to run as to get the Conservative Party nomination before Poilievre got it, or something like that, or the one before that. He lasted 2 weeks. in Canada. His campaign lasted 2 weeks. He was polling 6% in Canada. He walked away. Stayed in. He's riding his private jet rides from Toronto to New York and back, and doing business in Canada and the USA, and as a very wealthy person because of Canada and because of America. Thank you very much. And he did very well under the Biden presidency too. Got much richer. Yeah, he wised up and stopped thinking about running as a politician. Jimmy, good morning. You tell him, Bruce. Murray, love the passion, Uncle Bruce. Cheers. Jeff, get off faux news. There you go. It's Charlie. Time will tell. The stock market's up and down. Nothing new. Exactly. Deep value apologists like Trump set us back decades, not years. Decades. Love boat. Bruce, if you're so intelligent, why don't you invest yourself? I get this all the time. There are plenty of YouTube channels that offer free options courses and guidance without the crazy TDS. Right. And if I were sitting here and telling you about this and that, and I'm trading over here on the side, and the word gets out, oh, he's into this, he's into that, then people can say he's sandbagging, he's pumping and dumping, and yeah, that's all I need. All I need is to be doing that nonsense. No, thank you. I think I'd rather not trade and just be the instructor, the guidance guy, and the opinionator, and you decide what you want to believe or not believe, and you write what you want to write and not write. Fantastic. I am not going to get caught in that game. How many YouTubers have been eliminated from existence who got caught in pump and dumps? Oh my God, from 21 and on when I started. Holy crap, there's hardly anybody left from back there. Unbelievable. Man, Android is a better, anyways, people just with the times already. 15 minutes to be open, by the way. Deep value, love boat. If you hung in there, you hung out here more or became a member, you'd have the answer to that. You'd know. A stock jockey, giddy up. And I've been here since day one, and I know the answer. Oh, okay. What you know versus what's going on, I don't know. So then don't ask. Thank you. Well, there you go. And Jeff, I love transparency. Doug, I heard Apple is shifting its phone production to India and Vietnam to avoid tariffs. Welcome to the party, pal. Doug is laughing out loud. Walter, I want to hear about stocks. This guy is mentally unstable. He's just, Uncle Bruce is a mentally unstable lefty since 2021. All he's done is do classes and be here every day that the markets are on and try to help people make money. The guy is a freaking lunatic. And there you go. And that's, I guess, what a lunatic is. Someone that helps people get rich. I guess that's how you define it. Uncle Bruce, oh, the good old days. Remember last year, the year before that? I missed the China rants, now the America rants. When you're right, you're right. Love boat captain. Thinks the Dems and liberals are good guys. Don't waste your money here. Plenty of better options courses in YouTube at no cost. There you go. And that's what the righties think. That I only believe in the Dems and the liberals. I wish I could point at some Republicans that are making sense out there, but how many Looney Tunes? Marjorie Greene and that other gal, what's her name, Bobart or something from Colorado. She did so well. She shifted counties to rerun for her Congress seat in another county in Colorado because the one she was in was going to kick her out. They did kick her out. These are all shining examples of republicanism. And then there's Lindsey Graham, who you've got how many quotes are available on Lindsey Graham from 2015 forward, where he's calling Trump the absolute Looney Tune of Looney Tunes, and now he can't stop kissing his ass. It's unbelievable what's going on. Yeah, the Republicans are a shining example of consistency and loyalty. The minute Trump starts getting impeached, in 17 going or 27 going forward, they'll move on to the next guy. They'll never forget you till somebody new comes along. That is the theme of some of these guys, and maybe Republicans and Democrats. We'll never forget you till somebody new comes along. And maybe in my case, when I'm no longer on the air, you'll never forget me until somebody new comes along. And in the meantime, if I've helped any of you make money in the market, if I've helped any of you become smarter investors, more analytical, more attentive to what the hell is going on, maybe I've done my job. maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I guess. Hey, members only, Bruce. Please stop these people from talking. They're ridiculous. Tourism is down in the U.S. now because of Trump. JD, 177,000 jobs added, and unemployment is 4.2 for April. Is that officially out? I don't know. Go easy and Bugs Money. I like him. JJ, February 2027. Uncle Bruce, this may be the last opportunity for a meet and greet in quite a while. Robert, Uncle Bruce for president. Dude, Uncle B, Biden did give us nearly 2 rough years as well. He also went heavy after our SPACs and regulated a lot of them to death, not to play favorites, but to just be a peacemaker. Hey, look, was it perfect under Biden? No. Was it absolutely disastrous? No. I mean, the 4% unemployment rate throughout his entire presidency. Inflation did finally come off after the COVID surge, which started at the end of the Trump presidency. Trump wasn't responsible for inflation. Biden wasn't responsible. Trudeau wasn't responsible. The Prime Minister of England wasn't responsible. The Chancellor of Germany wasn't responsible. The world economy saw inflation globally explode when the world restarted its economic engines after COVID. Everyone started up at the same time after the same thing: shipping, distribution, supply chains. What do you think inflation's going to do? And but that's Biden. That's all Biden's fault, Bruce. I mean, he's a crook. Boy, are you people, some of you people, short-sighted. It's unbelievable. Mark Downs, number 93, the man. Democrats focus on issues that the minority of the country just isn't concerned about. He's running a losing campaign strategy. Global traders, it's a millennial. What is that? If they voted for Trump or some old hillbilly with a farm or I don't know what this means. It's Ryan. May 21 to November 23, markets were flat. There you go. CKT, number 98, thumbs up. It's Ryan. How are 200 thumbs ups looking? I'm not making it political, but you're not getting 200 thumbs ups today. You're pissing off everybody. Mr. Premium of the Option, happy Friday, time to fill our pockets. Dank 420, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Tell us a story about high interest rates. Flint Creek, yep, you don't like it? Move on, says Flint Creek. Eric Batts, I'd say Bruce is kind of center here. It's Ryan, Mr. Premium of the Option, not a member. Poto. Tom, Mr. Premium, I'm looking at Panera. Mike H, hey, lunatic, happy Friday. Flint Creek here from day one, literally the first time I have seen that name. CKT, nobody is forcing anyone to follow his views or opinions. Also, no one is forcing you to listen, right? Jimmy, Marjorie Green, insider trading along with Pelosi. The man, meanwhile, somewhere Omar is telling reporters to, you know what, Jasmine Crockett ripping phones out of reporters' hands. Rooftop Soto, I'm number 103, Bruce. I'm helping you get to 200 thumbs ups. Jeff, so I can block Captain Stubing, but it doesn't help when Uncle Bruce reads his comments anyway. Mr. Premium of the Options, Tom, the AD called me for a date. Rolly, I pass. I don't know what this is going on. So paper trade on the practice account and see how well you do, Bruce, and show what you can do. Oh, there you go. Be the casino. Happy Friday. Yeah, you want me to practice trade? You want me to? No. You are going to practice trade. You're going to be the option writers. You just don't get it. Anyway, memory, says Flint Creek. Members only, please, Bruce. Andrea, they are all tough and smart behind a computer, Uncle B. Let's get down to business. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Make money. Andrea, they are all. It's Ryan says, could tourism be down because the other countries have been facing a recession per previous Uncle Bruce episodes? U.S. isn't the only one with problems prior to tariffs. 70% cancellation of flights by Canadians into the United States for the balance of this year. Is there a recession in Canada like that going on? I don't think so. We've only seen the tip of the pullback. You have seen nothing yet. Nothing. We'll see what happens. The man, it's official. Payroll gains beat forecasts of 135,000 with 177,000. And unemployment stayed steady at 4.2%. Murray, You're doing good. I vote for members only. Flint, oh my God, blaming Pelosi while these idiots committed insider trading in full view. It's Ryan. I remember hearing about UK having inflation issues within the last year. The man, but also officially GDP sank by 0.3%. Flint Creek, there's a difference between inflation and blatant gouging. It's Ryan. I've been here since day one. Mandu, 118. Good morning, everybody. Aaron, yep, thumbs up for Bruce. Tom, Mr. Premium High Roller. Samuel, non-farm payrolls being okay probably means no rate cut this month. It's Ryan. Can we talk about SoFi? Not your normal trader. What about 23andMe? Dude, it's Ryan. Sure. What you got? Charlie, it's not a recession issue with Canadians not visiting USA, Ryan. It's Trump. My cash secured puts on SoFi are printing. The man, propel. Well, people that don't understand why you don't trade don't understand whether you trade or not. You traded for many years for your job, so it's like you're just the same random old guy rambling on here. Beachboy, I'll never forget what's his name. You know, the homeless Canadian who kept crunching bagels, yelling "neat, neat, neat" all the time. He loved Yoko for rants, that's for sure. Flint, it's just stunning how willfully ignorant some insist on being. Deep value. The bots are going nuts in the comments today. It's Ryan. I can agree Trump is an issue. Recessions have a lagging effect. I'm curious, where do Canadians go for vacation? The Bahamas? Canadians can go to Mexico directly. They can go to the Bahamas directly. They can go to Jamaica directly. They go to Cuba. There are direct flights to Cuba for Canadians, charter flights with 3, 4, 5-star resorts down there. Super cheap because that country needs money desperately. And all the resorts that are on the beachfront, they're all powered by generators just a little distance away, so you don't hear them in the resorts. They're not into the grid. They're not in the Cuban electric grid like Havana is. So if Havana goes dark, the resorts just keep on keeping on. Internet works, air conditioning works. There's food like you can't believe because it's all flown in. It's all brought in. These resorts are huge for Cuba's currency reserves, massive. And of course, Europeans fly in nonstop. South Americans are flying up nonstop. Flights from around the world come into Cuba to airports near these resorts. You don't even land in Havana. It's another world. But Americans don't know anything about it. They have no clue because, it's the god-awful Reds, GameStop must be running that. Jeff, my wife loves Uncle Bruce rants. The man, I need to get a new keyboard. Nico, let's finish the week off strong. Susan Shops, number 124. We're opening in 5 minutes. The man, Flint Creek, difference of opinion isn't really ignorance. Flint, oh my God, there's a whole world to explore. Charlie, Cuba. Splair, YouTube algorithm trying to replace my interaction, but I'm just not in the mood lately. Sometimes just a little to get some other thoughts. Flint, facts aren't opinions. Robert, have a nice weekend, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen and all stock market with Brucers. Thank you, Robert. Deep value, Flint Creek, very true. They don't understand what you just said. One day, hopefully. Andre, everybody come to Sicily. We will make an offer. We'll welcome you, I guess. Doug, Cuba and Mexico, top destination for Canadians. No tariffs, promoting idiots there. We don't care. We don't care about Cuba and Mexico and Costa Rica and Jamaica. We want a warm vacation on the beach. Can't we just do that? But we don't want to be surrounded by the rants and the silliness and the insults. We don't need to be insulted. Tom 127, Beach Boy, Flint, Cashmere Facts. It's Ryan. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. At the end of the day, it's about making money, right? SoFi, and you're right. I don't know about direct flights. I didn't know about this. Bobby, Day One Bagel. What's up, Bagel Heads? The man, these new tariff deals will work in tandem with Trump's new budget and tax plan. Have to wait until they have something passed to see the true effect. Andrea, an offer you can't refuse. In Sicily. There you go. Dude, making money. Man, always, Uncle Bruce, why do you think SoFi isn't really moving up with the good earnings? Flint, Cashmere Facts. Bobby, Hubby, Uncle Bruce saying what a lot of Americans used to say or need to say, what Americans need to say. Bob, dude, now that we've raised your blood pressure, time to make money. Flint Creek, I love your tight group here. Just love you guys. I'm not your normal trader. Grand Cayman is nice. Yeah, there you go. Welcome, everyone, to the program. Thank you for joining me. We're going comments only for members now because the markets are about to open. Thank you for joining us and being part of the community. Those of you subscribing to my channel, it's much appreciated. Those of you becoming members of this channel, you guys are the absolute best. You're keeping me on the air. It's the only reason I'm here. Memberships. What I get in advertising, about $12 a day from YouTube is all I get, if that, to do these 2-hour plus shows. I get nothing from YouTube from advertising, even though you all get ads when you watch me, obviously, after the fact, you'll get ads, obviously. But yeah, this channel does not make YouTube any money from the advertising side of things. I mean, there's just nothing there. It is the memberships, absolutely, without question, and the only thing that is keeping me on the air is that. And of course, those of you who are picking up the classes, and those of you who are having one-on-ones with me, and those of you who are so generous with the occasional donation or super chat or PayPal donation, that's it right there. I cannot tell you how pumped up Jen and I get when we find out from you folks how you're doing in the option writing field. Man, are we stoked when we find out you let us in on, oh, this is what I did. This is what we're doing. This is what's happened to us. Bagel Babe is here. Flint Creek, thank goodness. Jeff, Mandu, Juan. Neat. We're members only. And so the family is together. Here we are. Option writing family. 243 people here. Welcome all to the show, the channel, the Homeless Canadian. It's great to have you. To 1269 on SoFi, it would appear, with a minute to go before we start trading on the actual markets. We'll follow that. The Dow appears to have had an up session. We'll see how we open up this morning when we get things going. Thank you again for being here. Mike, is there a roast beef tariff too? My go-to deli sandwich went up $1. Stuart, neat. John Harpster, good morning, everybody. I don't know if Larry is here to hit the bells or not. I think we're open. I think we're trading. We'll find out here in a few moments just where we're really at today. Thank you one and all for being with us this morning from wherever you are. You're more than welcome to be here. If you're just casually watching and you're not a member, you're not a subscriber, welcome to the channel. If you want to get alerts every time we go live or anything, anytime I pop up, then please become a member. You'll start getting alerts. If you really want to be a member here and comment during trading hours right now, please be a member. DH is here. Larry, yes sir. Bells have been rung. Howdy, partner. Richard, Samuel, Charlie, neat. The knee emojis are coming through because the Knights of Neat are in charge. And they're the power behind the market. We're up 431 on the Dow. We're up 55 on S&P. We're up 159 on NASDAQ. That's what we're showing. We were up 89 yesterday, I guess, at the end of the day. Welcome all to the program. Oil is at 58.92, down 32 cents in West Texas. VIX is down 192. That's very positive at 22.68. So the markets might be moving higher. I would wait definitely a couple of hours before I was even thinking of doing any credit spread trading for today expiry. You do not want to be taking risks right now. You want this market to kind of get through the first hour or two, wait for the White House to do or say anything wacky. Let's just see where we're at, because there's too much volatility out there. We don't know. Boeing, Tiger, neat. JJ, Andre, I'm vacationing in Sicily this September. I'm coming out. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Someday, some of you are going to meet your contemporaries. Some of you may already be doing it. Some of you are traveling, making sure to catch up with a fellow YouTuber that's a family member of this channel. I can't be more thrilled to see that happen. I remember on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, back in 2017, 18, 19, those early years, I would receive photos from viewers who would say, hey, I just want you to know, I was in New York with my wife over the weekend, and we met up with so-and-so and so-and-so from Traveling with Bruce, and here's a photo of the 6 of us getting together. Because of you, we're friends, traveling buddies. If that didn't get me, I don't know what did. That just blew me away. That, oh my God, I'm introducing people to people. Oh, wow. This is great. It's happened here. It's happening when we have get-togethers, meet and greets. People meet people. It's happening here on Discord. If you want to be part of the Discord chat group, become a Gold Bagel member. Send me an email and just say, hey, Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member. This is what my handle is. I'd like to be part of the Discord group. I will send you some link information so you can join that group. I don't participate in the Discord group. I'm not on there. I'm just here. That is your territory. You hang out with each other. The family talks when I'm not on the air to each other, and that's great. You don't have to worry about me being interfering or anything like that. It's awesome how so many of you have become friends, whether you've never met in person or you've met in person or you're going to meet in person. I think the next several years, so many of you are going to meet each other in circumstances that just happen to work out. Someone will say, oh, I'm going to be in London, I'm going to be in Paris, my wife and I are going to be in Rome, and someone else will say, we're going to be in Rome, or we can meet you in Rome. Why don't we get together? And all of a sudden, people meet people that have been talking for years here. That is going to be fabulous. I can't just tell you what that means to us. James of the Misty Tree, Larry, it was my honor to ring the bells in your stead yesterday. Andrea, Jay, nice. Where in Sicily? Doug, my account keeps growing, and I keep learning. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. JJ, Palermo Gate 1 tour. We're going to be doing a Palermo Gate 1 tour. Giddy up. Yes, well, interesting stuff. I'm hoping to travel to Japan for some time later this summer. I am trying to figure out whether I'm going to be in Singapore, Jakarta, Bangkok, Malaysia. Not sure yet. Still in the development stages. For Jen and I, we're talking about Australia and New Zealand for next January, February, part of March. We're talking about that. So we'll see. Babe, I'm in Denver. I would love to meet other bagel familia in the area if there are any. Andrea, I am 45 minutes from Palermo. Rock and roll. There you go. Yep. The getting together is always a good thing. 478 point gain on the Dow. And we're now at 497. SoFi is up 18 cents at 1269 right now. I see the S&P up 60 points, and I see NASDAQ up 154. Oil down 16 cents. We've got SoFi 1270, ASTS up $2.81 at 25.83. We have Rocket Lab up 47 to 22.59. GameStop is up 32 cents at 27.75. MSTR up 8.96 now, 391 to now up $9.70, 391.32 on MSTR. AI up 22 cents at 22.05. SMCI Super Microcomputer up 90 cents. It's back to 33.63 after that drop off a few days ago. Nvidia's up $3. Tesla's up $2.80. The Spiders are up $6.50. The Qs are up $4.66. Palantir up $4. Costco's up almost $15 to $1,012. Coinbase up $3.34. Smart Rent up 6 cents. ME unchanged. We've got. Oh, sorry. Never mind ME. I've got an old quote there. I really have to get rid of that. Get that out of there. Google up $1.49. Apple down $10 a share at 202.94. I would be looking at put credit spreads on Apple, but not now. I would be waiting until this afternoon. I really would be waiting, and I would be looking at maybe even on Monday to do next week Friday expiries. I would be right now letting Apple just go through these heebie-jeebies and all the nonsense. This is not time to be risk taker. You're looking for like Amazon right now. You're looking for companies that have already made results. Microsoft, Meta, maybe Amazon later today as well. You want to be involved in companies that have already released the results and are indicating wishy-washy stuff. Call credit spreads. There you go. Andre, I just closed a call credit spread on Apple that I wrote yesterday. Expires in 14 days. 50% profit. Next. There you go. So there you go. You've got somebody gambling on the earnings. Big giddy up. There you are. Now, look, if you're going to write an Apple credit spread that's good for a month or 6 weeks, and you can go up to like $240 a share on a put credit spread, 240.45, 240.50. Great. Oh, well, yeah, I'll look it over, but find a credit that'll work for you, and then fold your arms and let shrinkage do its thing. But, you can do that this afternoon. You can do this on Monday. You don't have to write it this second. Check the option chains and do some investigating. Larry, James of the Misty Tree, thanks. I'm still in Baltimore. I'm going to see the Edgar Allan Poe House and Museum shortly. Andrea, and I opened a 650.55 call spread on Meta for 35 days. Talking about a call credit spread. This is a 580 stock on Meta. Meta is up $8 today, and here is a 650.55 call credit spread. This is beautiful, way out of there. $70 out of the money. Nice job. All right. Nice job indeed. Okay. Giddy up, everybody. Amzn down 149. 210 credit spreads are where you want to be looking. 210.15, 205, 215, 210.20, somewhere up there. Why not? Where else are we at here? We have IBM at 242, up 320 today. That's nice to see a little pop there. Vanik Semiconductors up 621, Goldman up 1088, Boeing up 289, Target up 227, JP Morgan up $5. We've got some gains here. Disney up 187, American Airlines at 1049, up 46 cents right at the moment. Royal Caribbean up $7. That stock is going to come down, but I have given up trying to tell you that. They are going to see weakness in their bookings. It'll appear, but don't make me quote when. The drop-off in travel to America will have an accumulative effect, and it'll snowball as the months go by now. We'll find out shortly how many fall and winter and next spring, like next January, February, March cruises are not being booked on Royal Caribbean out of Miami, out of anywhere, Florida, out of Norwegian or Carnival. I think all three are in trouble there. Andrea, $53 credit, by the way, is what I got on that 650.55. So a $5 spread gave her a $53 credit. So that's 10%, 11%. Smart trade. Dude, Larry Titus, how's the bridge looking? Did you fix it yet? Did they fix it over there? Number 2000 Swit. Bagel Babe, check your Discord messages. Re Denver, thanks for all you do, Uncle B. Thank you, 2000 Swit. Not rarely hearing from this individual. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Henry T. Apple just dropped 4%, Bruce. There you go. Apple under pressure. There it is. I'm just saying, it be what it be. Apple right now is sitting at 204.15, down $9.17 a share at the moment. And Google is up 214. And NVIDIA is up 331. Tesla's up 390. The Dow up 460 points. SoFi is up 11 cents. ASTS up 256. Rocket Lab up 72. GameStop up 20. MSTR up 12. AI up 35 cents. Brian, wow, look at that ASTS. Dude, so many historical figures are from Baltimore. It's amazing to realize. A Bagel Babe, oh my God, yay. A new friend, oh my God, someone in the area. This is great. There you go. 448-point gain on the Dow. 61-point gain on S&P. 173 on NASDAQ. All three indexes are up around 1 to 1.1%. They're very consistent this morning. They're all about the same performance. The VIX is down 185. Oil down 18 cents. Gold is up $39 to $3,261 an ounce. Tom, what's that? Some Bailey, Motor City, the big house in Irish. Bailey TI, I don't know what this means. John, I'm wanting to do a credit spread on the Qs, but I'm uncertain on which side to go. Tom, Baltimore, city of the big house in Irish. Brian, was the jobs report good? It was wishy-washy. It wasn't blockbuster great. It wasn't disastrously bad because the layoffs are just being announced here lately. Pardon me, like the UPS layoffs and others. Who was it? Was it Intel? They announced also a massive layoff. This is all clicking in the second quarter, actually, like this next month and two. So a month from now, we'll begin to see the effect of this whole thing. If we do witness container ship traffic dropping everywhere across the United States into, like, go down the coasts, Seattle, Portland, Frisco area, LA, Long Beach, San Diego, over in the Gulf, in Galveston, then Tampa, around the Florida to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral, go up the coast all the way up to New York. If the shipping container traffic is dropping off as much as LA is already announcing 35% drop next week, if this spreads and the momentum of that builds up, that is going to impact jobs everywhere. Apparently, it's something like for every job in the port in Miami, there's something like 100,000 people that work in the ports around Miami, with the warehouses and the truck drivers and the rail yard workers and the teamsters and the blah, 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 blah. 10 more jobs for every one of those jobs in the greater LA area is tied in. It's 1 million jobs. 1 million jobs in the LA suburb area are being affected by imports, exports, containers in and out. 1 million jobs. This is humongous. You were talking about 177,000 job situation. That is chump change. Now multiply 1 million jobs for LA with Frisco, San Diego, Portland, Seattle, Galveston, Tampa Bay, Miami. Just do the math. It could be 10 million jobs in America that are affected, like starting next week and the week after and the week after. It's a cumulative, growing, festering problem. It's an apple in the grocery store that looks all pretty and shiny, and inside it is rotting out. The blemishes are about to show. And that is what I'm trying to tell you. Why the market is up 400 points? I don't know. I don't know why the markets are up. The numbers coming up are going to be god awful. And I keep telling anyone who wants to listen, get the hell out of the market and be an option writer from cash only. That's where you want to be. I do what I can. Henry, is this better than expected? Is this good enough? 177,000 jobs? It's not good enough. Tom, I jumped on Credit Savage's ASTS put trade. I wrote $21 puts for June. It's up 330 today. Dare I say it? Boom! There you go, Tom. Well done, sir. Giddy up. Thank you again, all of you who've been kind enough to find the thumbs up button and also answer my poll question of the day. 217 now have come in. 217 people have answered the question of the day, talking about after I write stock options, I like to take a profit of how much percentage points. People who like to take 25% or less, only 11%. 25 to 50% profits, that is what turns you on to take a profit. 37% of you do that. But over 50%, 53% say, Bruce, it's got to be 50% or more, especially on my credit spreads. I can easily see 60, 80% profits on those, and that's what I take. I'm reading between the lines here, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. Well done, all of you. Thank you for these results. 220 votes now are in, and the thumbs up number is approaching 150, going, I hope, for 200. We did hit 197 yesterday, 195 the day before, something like that. We're just short of 200 thumbs ups the last couple of days. So if any of you can find the thumbs up button, please help us out. And that would be terrific. Thank you all. 149 on the thumbs up meter, 51 to go to get us to 200 today for a Friday. All righty. Thank you, guys. All right. What else is going on here? Jeff says, I saw in Arkansas the state police have begun issuing English language tests to truck drivers. If you can't read or write English, it's a $5,000 fine on the spot. I have a suspicion that in the courts that will be overturned easily. That won't stick. Jeff Glass, if you don't have the $5,000 right then, you are arrested. That also will turn into lawsuits that will cost these guys millions of dollars. I am certain that there will be lawyers eager to take this all the way and will drive these state troopers into bankruptcy. It's unbelievable how Arkansas and Missouri and Mississippi and Alabama, why are you guys always at the bottom tier of education? And I don't know what else. I mean, I just can't believe how these states are always on the low end of the top 50 charts on all kinds of metrics. I just don't get it. When will the citizens of these states have enough? Get government out of my life. It's unbelievable how they love government in their life. It's insane. Jeff, they've received a law. They've revived a law that hasn't been enforced since the 70s because we needed truck drivers. Yeah. No kidding. Well, you know, it's hard to get American children to graduate high school and then abandon their college dreams and have them take a truck driving course for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and now drive a truck across wherever for, you know, whatever amount of money you're going to get. These kids, they have hopes, dreams, and aspirations to make hundreds of thousands a year to be a YouTube creator. You know, they don't want to be truck drivers. The Americans don't need that kind of gig. Unbelievable. Jeff, because soon we won't need all those extra truck drivers because of the trade war. There you go. We'll have nothing but English-speaking truckers with nothing to do, sitting around going, you got a load? You got a load? I don't know. What can I say? JJ, it's a test case. DJT pressured big national law firms for free consulting. There you go. I don't know. Just, it's insane. Dude, hey, I just bought a 14-day, $330 put on MSTR. That's a pretty small return premium-wise, but I just closed a 50-day that I rolled up twice before earnings. All told, I made $3,240 in 30 days. Always 50 or more percent, 50 or more out of the money. Very interesting. Andrea, here another one on Meta, 530 to 32, 5 covered cash secured puts, 5 call credit spreads expiring in 14 days. The stinky is at 30 cents. So there you go. Well done. Meta, 530.32. Brian, this ASTS is up 16%. Anyone know if there's any news on this thing? ASTS, what's going on AST Space Mobile? 26.79 up 3.77 today. Climbing. Huge short position. I know that. Massive short position, which is being squeezed right now. So that doesn't hurt. Brian, I have a stinker to buy back my cash secured puts for 51 cents. I sold them at 285. That's more than 50%. Nice job. Sometimes you just got to take advantage of these profits and ask questions later, you know. And maybe what you'll do, Brian, is you'll close this one and you're going to write a $30 cash secured put or a $25 or whatever you're going to do. Take another one. Is there something wrong with this picture? No, there's nothing wrong with this picture. It's called Making Money on this channel with familiar, friendly faces. Nice job, buddy. Dude, that is just shy of 15% on the cash position in a month's time. Nice job. That compounds quickly. We're up 385 on the Dow. We're up 44 on the S&P. We're up 114 on NASDAQ. We backed off a bit. We're up 0.2% on NASDAQ, 0.75 on S&P, and 0.83 on the Dow. ASTS up 354. Rocket Lab up 74. SoFi is up 11. GameStop is up 11. MSTR up 11.72. AI up 38 cents. Supermicro up 21. NVIDIA up 245. Tesla up $1.57. Spiders are up 455. The Qs are up 363. Palantir up 548 to 121.68. I'd be doing put credit spreads way behind this thing, around 100. And on the call side, call credit spreads on Palantir, 140, 145. I'd be up there. And short term, very short term. Okay, Costco up $15. Coinbase up 168. Google up 116 right now at 164. I'd be looking at call or put credit spreads 10, 15% away from this market for sure. Short term. Apple down 10.50, seems to be holding this lower level. Call credit spreads 225.35. Put credit spreads 170, 75, and again, 1 or 2 weeks max. Whatever. Microsoft up $10 at 435. I'd be around 455, 65 on the call side, maybe 75. I'd want to be 10%, kind of like $45 is reason. That's very good. You can be $35 out for a week, but I don't want to be that much closer. But on call side, on the call side, put side, same thing, 10%, $45 behind the stock. Netflix, too volatile to play. $1,140. Yikes, that's scary stuff. Meta, 581. I would be well into the mid 600s. 650, 660, 670. Yeah, call sign. Amazon, 187.23. I would be at 2 to 210 on the call side minimum. 210, 220 even if you could. What else is going on here? Uber's up $250 to $83, by the way. Adobe's up $6 to $681. Cisco up 68. AMD holding at 98.50. Can't break 100 right now. Unity up 17 cents. Enphase up 31. Spire up 9. Moderna up 25. Pfizer up a dime. IBM up 260. HPQ up 42. Home Depot up 610. Vanek up 537. Goldman up 680. Boeing up 260. Target up 180. JP Morgan up 289, Walmart up 170, Disney up 149, American Airlines up 34 cents, DraftKings up 58, AMC at 265 a share, and Royal Caribbean up $3 at 223 on the stock. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're making money out there. There are profits to be had today. SoFi 1266. What else is going on here? Savage of Wall Street says, I just bought back an ASTS 2250 covered call that expires in June. I sold this 2 days ago for $375. I just bought this. I stink bid it at 210. I got triggered 165 for 1 day. Thank you very much. Bought back a covered call. And the stock's up 354. How is that possible? How are you making that kind of money on a stock that's moving up? One, my Amzn $220 covered call for 620. Is now 77 cents. I sold it for 168 on the 24th. For the what's this? January, February, March, April 24. Oh, I got it. You sold it last a week or so ago for 168. It's now 77 cents. Nice going. Anytime you want to roll that thing over. Sorry, cash secured put. My bad. Yeah, not covered call. I wrote a cash secured put, Bruce, on this ASTS 2250. It's now 2650. It's 4 out of the money here. Thank you very much. This sucker is dropping, and so I'm out of here. Nice job. Okay, now we get it. Yeah, sorry, cash secured put. My bad. There you go, guys. Anytime you see nice profits, you take them and roll into other positions that are out of the money. Giving you wonderful premiums, and keep it going. Let the market tell you what it wants to do and go with the flow. That's why you're going to like this game. If you do that, you're really going to like this game. Giddy up, everybody. The Dow is up, but only 349. We were up 400 something. We need time to let things settle out. I don't know if S&P can hold a 51-point gain. I don't know if NASDAQ can hold a 161 gain or go higher yet. We got to give the market time. Just keep your eye on the option chains and pick your spots when you're ready and put together your 0 days to expiry contract. There you go. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me here. We're up 14 on SoFi. ASTS up 354. Rocket Lab up 71. GameStop up 4 cents. MSTR up 12.49. AI up 33. That's what we got. That's where we're at. That's what's happening, man. That is the scene. That is the scene, man. Okay. All right. Well, just trying to be hip and cool for you kids. Let's see here. Apple's $100 million stock buyback is disappointing a few people. Here's where it ranks historically. It's down 10 billion from the last indication. I think they're pulling back on the buyback because I think they know their stock's going lower. Apple will go lower. Just saying. Okay. I noticed Chevron is going to reduce their buyback of stock because oil in the 50s. This is not good for Chevron. It's not good for Exxon. It's not good for any of the oil and gas players. Mid 50 oil is bad news. This is lower earnings, lower gross sales, tighter margins. Stock buybacks are not going to be a priority. These shares are too high. Oil down 70 right now at 58.54, 58.51 right now, 58.51 a barrel in Texas. Okay. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. The Dow now up just 316. We're backing up a little more. There you go. We're up 14 cents on SoFi. Mostly green everywhere I look at this point in time. We'll see how long it lasts. Let's take a look here at the world here. Like I say, the employers added 177,000 jobs in April despite tariff uncertainty. Solid hiring helped jobless rate hold steady at 4.2. The payrolls increase, this is a quote from Wall Street Journal, the payrolls increase was above the gain of 133,000 jobs economists expected, although the pace slowed slightly during a month that saw changing tariff announcements and market turmoil. There you are. But we are down from the Biden numbers. We did have higher numbers during Biden's term for the most part. Okay. The Trump team is proposing slashing $163 billion in government programs in a budget blueprint. This will not pay for the tax cuts that are being talked about here. That's not good. Let's see. Yeah, issues everywhere, all over the place. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. TikTok fined $600 million in Europe over China surveillance risks. How these companies can handle these fines, it blows my mind. $500 million. How can they pay it? How do they make this much money to pay it? This blows me away. And it's like just the cost of doing business for some of these guys, I guess. It's truly unbelievable. I don't know. Yeah, giddy up here. I don't know if you noticed, we did get a comment this morning from our friend in the military. It was Cynthia mentioned something about the military, do more with less. I read an article or saw a little bit of an article the other day talking about how the U.S. Army, the U.S. military is going to invest heavily into drone technology. I can tell you that the Ukrainians are the ones to thank to open the eyes of the world's military leaders that, oh my God, the drone game has changed everything. There's no more, massive assaults with soldiers coming into certain areas. A defender of turf with a fleet of drones can knock off multi-million-dollar pieces of military equipment with hundreds of dollars of drone technology. The fight isn't even close. The Russians have paid dearly in men and equipment in the last year or two now, but certainly the last year, they paid a terrible price in losses from drone strikes that the Ukrainians are perfecting. There are drones that fly, wirelessly. There are drones that now fly with a tether. They can go miles with a tether. It's unbelievable. It's just incredible what's happening to traditional military equipment. You want to take out a sniper? You don't need a sniper to take out a sniper. You need a drone to take out a sniper. You send drones up in the air with high resolution cameras, and they can tell you where the sniper is because they're over top of the sniper. They can see where the smoke is coming off or where the shot is being fired. They have a rough idea where the sniper is from to the trajectory of the bullets. The drone can pinpoint it, and then you just send in a suicide drone to get these guys. 10 of them. They can't shoot them down. They'll shoot 3 of them, but they're not going to get the rest. Unbelievable. Knocking off armored personnel carriers, knocking off tanks, knocking out trench warfare, eliminating that from existence. It's robotics. The robotics war has begun. Cyberdyne systems, unbelievable Cyberdyne systems. N8, R8, R74. Happy Friday, everybody. Finally made it to class number 8. Looking forward to learning the spreads. I keep hearing you talk about them and have been looking to make it to this lesson. Right on. Neat. Christina, there we are. Probably Christina. Thank you, Christina. I'm so tired. It's Friday. I'm wiped out. Yeah. Hi, it's me. I'm probably it's me. You were 100% right. That was the latest memo we got. Christina, well, that is not true. We will assault in droves of soldiers. Well, I think the future is droves of drones. I see right now, you see videos on YouTube where you'll see 500 drones go up in the air at the same time. And you're seeing images of dragons and images of eagles and images of whatever. What you're going to soon see, not far from now, from Ukraine. You can thank the Ukrainians. They're going to lift up 500 drones in one go in the night without any lights, and they're going to be sent to an airbase in Russia. These are drones that are going to fly one way. They're going to fly 50 miles, 80 miles, 100 miles, because they're going to have batteries that'll get them all the way down there. And they are going to be targeting an airbase. And 100 drones are going to take out those helicopters, and 100 drones are going to fly in waves from patterns at all directions to those bombers over there. These 100 drones are going to land on the runway every 100 feet. And every 100 feet, they're going to explode upon impact on the runway, leaving craters, potholes all over the runway, all the way down 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet of runway. Another 100 drones will be sent to the hangars. It's just going to be devastating. There's no way that they're going to be able to shoot down 500 of these drones. It's not going to happen. They're not coming in like big, bulky, easy to detect. They're coming in the middle of the night. They are as big as a bread box, and there's 500 of them at a time. And there'll be 500 every 2 days. Day after tomorrow, another 500. Day after tomorrow, another 500. All gas plants, all pipelines, rail yards, airports, shipping docks, naval vessels. The Russians are going to pay dearly for this technology. I sense that's the future. China is, I'm sure, investing in it, as they should be. Americans will be. The world is about to really change into a robotic scenario. It's going to be unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. All right. I went to Blink Cincinnati, and a drone show is awesome. One word, drones. Jared, drones are the future. Hector, Uncle Bruce, are you also on Peak Headset's contact list for war plans? Unbelievable. How that guy is still doing his job, I don't understand it, but I do understand it. Ed, I wrote a put spread for 60 cents on ASTS Wednesday. I just bought it back for 10 cents. Thank you. Well done, Ed, and congratulations. Way to make the dough, buddy. Way to make the. You can't not take the money. Now you can do another one. You can look at another one. Giddy up, baby. You get one done, and you start the shop for your next one. And there you go. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up each and every time. Welcome to the program, everyone. Neat stuff. Yeah, never a dull moment out there. Jeff Glass, my January 26th, $30 Rocket Lab cash secured put just got back to even for the first time in a long time. They were like down 50%, and here we are on Rocket Lab, 22.83, up 71 cents, all the way back, and now watch it go the other direction. Neat, Jeff. Well done, sir. Just sometimes Doing this can make you a lot of money and save you from losing a lot of money. Well, there you go. Rock and roll up 14 on SoFi, ASTS up 350, Rocket Lab up 71, GameStop up 4, MSTR up 1249, AI up 33, and Antigen is here, and Antigen has forgotten her thyroid pill again. She can't eat for at least a half an hour after she takes it, and she's been up for probably an hour and hasn't taken it, and there you go, throwing her hands up in disgust, and off she goes. Yeah, Bobby, I can totally see the new army are going to be video gamers by with 1,000 each. Gets their own mechanic to control, barely any humans in the way. Oh yeah, oh this is the 8-second attention span generation are going to be fighting 8-second wars, all from observatory drones. You don't need satellites in space to look over your enemy's territory. Put up a $500 drone with a high-tech camera. Yeah, put up 20 of those, and you got the whole battlefield figured out. You got the whole lay of the land figured out. No one at risk. Now fly in thousands of drones to finish the job. I'm telling you, this world has completely been altered by this Ukraine war. Completely altered. Uncle Bruce, I am getting hammered on my SPY call credit spread. I've been rolling and rolling and rolling around. Please reassure me this melt up won't last forever. It feels that way at the moment. Well, we are on day 8 or 9 of a gain, and we're up 59 at the moment on the S&P. Down 154 on the VIX. Well, you keep on rolling. Just keep on keeping on. You don't stop because they go down faster than they go up, Richard, good morning, Antigen. Alex, I have held off writing put credit spreads. I don't want to get caught when the market turns. Oh, see, now there's that too. Good morning to Antigen from Alex. Beach Boy, Antigen was here, maybe not. Bobby, same boat, Alex. The put side is saving me on the Condor side. Absolutely. Later in the day, you write the puts on the other end. Take a credit to compensate for the rollovers. And keep on working it. Absolutely. There you go. Don't be stopping now. It's the strategy forever. How are you, Auntie Jen?
I'm good. Morning, Richie. Good afternoon, Alex. Hello, Beach Boy.
Beach Boy and everyone else. Welcome to
and everyone else.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous day here. Sunny, beautiful out.
Another warm day.
Yeah. We're having fun with the kid. Jen Jr.'s here, and she's enjoying the relaxing atmosphere. And
doing shopping.
She enjoys shopping.
Just about cleaned out the shelf of the hot sauce.
Picked up some hot sauce for friends at the old Whole Foods store.
Yes, you came down with a shopping list.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going down. Ooh.
Here's one. Oh, we can't buy this in Canada. Oh, we can't get this in Canada. I'm going to take this back with me. There you go. Yeah. Nice going, everybody. Well done.
Exactly.
Rock and roll is here to stay. Indeed.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm dying for a bagel. Quite looking forward. It's all green here. It's been green pretty well all morning. Apple is down as expected because of their numbers last night and the fact that they're going to spend about $1 billion a quarter on tariffs, although they've shifted production to Vietnam and India for American imports.
Right.
So the American iPhone will be made there. The Canadians are going to get theirs from China.
Right.
So will the Brits and all the Europeans. The rest of the world, it'll still be China made because there's no duties into these other countries.
Today he signed the NPR and PBS aren't getting any.
He's trying to defund the radio game.
Trying to claw back money that they've already had.
Yeah, I'm waiting for maybe a fundraising drive to be done for NPR, where they will raise more money than he cut, so they can hire more people to really go after him.
Instead of wait, don't tell me. Today it's wait, don't tell me.
Wait, don't tell me. Yes, well, we'll see. Apparently, NPR's financing is quite minor from the government. They've been weaning off of government money.
Well, because every show they say that this is supported by the Annenberg Foundation, or this is supported by lots of
Americans for free speech. I have a feeling that later this spring and summer, these organizations will do a fundraising drive. They will raise more money, fresh money, than has been taken away by Trump. That's what I think is going to happen. Yeah. And don't worry about Harvard. If Harvard loses their their charitable status, don't cry for Harvard. They'll raise more money than necessary to take care of
Sorry,
that.
honey, that's Harvard.
Harvard. Oh, sorry, Harvard. Yes, well, we'll see what happens there. Unbelievable. Okay. Alex, the psychology of the market is interesting. I'm so frustrated, but my spider call credit spreads are still out of the money. I know it'll turn eventually. Bobby, my next rollover date is calls are Monday and next Thursday. Puts are set for Monday and the following week, Wednesday. Once Monday is finished, I'll put them into Thursday calls. Walter Young, good morning. Auntie Jen, number 167. Jeff Glass, I did already bank $550 when I rolled my $20 up to these 30s. So I am more than even, Bruce. This is going great and beautiful. I love this game. Keep it up, guys. We're up 408 on the Dow. We're up 62 on S&P. We're up 205 on NASDAQ. We're over 1% again. So we were only at 3/4 or 2/3, 3/4 of a percentage higher. Now we're up 1% across the board. Oil down 120 a barrel to $58. We're going under 58 again on oil. Okay. Interesting. Henry T. Donnie Boy, go after PBS and NPR News. Dude, NPR 8% is in the range of funding they get from the Fed. PBS, on the other hand, gets a lot more. Jeff Glass, I don't understand how Trump is able to cut funding by executive order that was granted by Congress. The next president can reverse it all with one signature. That's how long this is good for. One autograph from the next president of the United States.
No, it's a valid question.
But it's a valid.
Something that Congress has.
Jen makes a valid. Yeah, you make a valid point. Beach Boy, I wrote January 26 calls on Palantir, Broadcom, ASTS, Archer, SMCI, Meta, all 30 to 50% out of the money, and 3 Apple July 180 cash secured puts at 345. Jeff Glass, but that dang big bird has turned millions of kids into commies. There you go.
That's right.
Into full-blown socialists. Share and be kind. Unbelievable.
Well, you have to be called Christian.
Well, that's true too. Unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. We shall see what we shall see when we see it. That's all there is to that. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for being here. It's a fun day today. Rocket Lab is up 84 cents at $22.96. SoFi now up 21 to $12.73. GameStop down 2 cents. 23andMe is at $1.28 on the over-the-counter markets. Spire's up 27 cents to $9.86. ATIP is at 85 cents. Smart Rent 101. It's come up from 74 cents here, 67 cents for the low. 101.5. Apple down 8.21. Tesla down 41 cents. Microsoft is up 13.20. Alphabet up 270, Amazon up down 85 cents, Nvidia up 225, Meta up $20. There you go. Super Micro is up 26 cents, ASTs are up 367, AI up 59, Palantir up $6.17 to 122.38. The all-time high is 125.41, and that was set not today, 122.69. So we're still $3 or so, 280, something behind the all-time high. Okay, that's Palantir. MicroStrategy up 750 at 389. We've got Unity up 45 cents. Goldman is up 10.45. Cisco's up 82. Spiders are up $7. The Netflix up 12. Pfizer up 18. Qs are up 665. ARC Innovations up 83 cents at 51.60. The high of the year, 68. Got a ways to go there. IBM 245 up 547, 21 away from the high of the year. Uber up 249, only 350 away from the high. HPQ up 59 cents. Home Depot up to 364, but it's a country mile from its highs of 439. Vanik up 670. Adobe 383 up 853, and Enphase up 54 cents at 45.09. The low of the year, 43.80. Enphase from the lows at the moment. There you are, guys. What can I say? Trump says Harvard's tax-exempt status will be revoked, but it won't be easy to follow through. And that's the reality of it. You just because you'd want it to be revoked isn't going to make it revoked. Sorry, Mr. T, that's not quite how it works. You might need a lot more help than just your thoughts. There you go. That's what Jen says. Not a dictatorship, she says. There you go. All right, kids, that is the story, and we're sticking to this story. Thank you again for being here. Unbelievable. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for being part of the family today. We are following a lot of different stories at the same time, but we have a market that is higher so far on the session. We'll see just how much oomph is behind this move. Thanks again, all of you out there who have come through for us with the thumbs ups today and also answering our poll question of the day. We have the thumbs up meter now at 171. We need 29 more thumbs ups to make 200. 237 people have answered the question of the day, which is, after I write stock options, I like to take a profit of 25% or less, only 10%. 25 to 50% a profit, 38%. And here's the number of numbers. I only take profits of 50% or more. 51% of you, half of you, will insist on at least 50% profit on your option right trade. That is substantial. But I think what that means is a lot of you are credit spread writers, and you are getting complete annihilation on some of these positions you're putting out there. Well done, each and every one of you. 173 thumbs ups and 238 votes have come in today. Thank you all for joining us. Very good. Let's keep going here. Jeff Glass, that dang Big Bird has turned millions of kids into commies. Beach Boy, Anti-Gen is banging on closet doors louder than usual. We know why. Beach Boy, 15 minutes to go, Anti-Gen. You'll be ready. You can do it. You can do it. Jeff Glass, trying to decide if I take my 50% gain on my $19 Rocket Lab cash secured put that expired next Friday. I wrote them this Monday. And Farmer T, I sold an Apple covered call, a 215 strike for June yesterday. Collected $12.30. I bought it back this morning for $7. I made $500. That was easy. Yeah, and now you can write a June 210 or a 205 or something. You probably add a 500 to it. Away you go. B-Tizzle, I usually take less than 50%. On Wednesday, I opened 150 23.25 put spreads on GameStop for a 30-cent credit. I just closed them yesterday, the next day for 18 cents. So I made 12 cents times 150 contracts. That's $12 times 15 times 150 contracts. 18 times 150. So what you make? 12 cents times 100. What you make? $1,800 in 24 hours. You know, you can do that 3 times a week, 5,400 a week, 250, 260,000 a year. Ooh, I'm in the top 10 percentile. Ooh, way to go, B-Tizzle. Nice job making the money. 412 point gain on the Dow right now. We've got S&P up 62. Let me refresh my page, make sure everything is synced up here. Got 2 different numbers. I'm not sure if this is right or not. Let me double check. Yeah, 414 point gain. My phone is way off the mark. 62 point on S&P, 200 on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ's up 1.1. S&P is up 1.1%. The Dow's up 1%. Oil down 114 to down to 58.10 to 58.14 a barrel. Under pressure over there. Yes, B-Tizzle sitting on cash, waiting for the next GameStop dip to write another set of put credit spreads. Giddy up. GameStop 27.47, just up 4 cents today. There you go. It's fun times. 12.72 on SoFi, up 22 cents at the moment, is what I think we see going on here, everybody. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me. And congratulations on your success out there, everybody. Option writers, just keep it going. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Congratulations, all of you who grabbed the classes in the last few weeks. Those who grabbing classes this weekend to get going here. Welcome to the party, pal. I was thinking about this too last night, that I was looking up airfare, you know, how much it'll cost to travel here, travel there, you know. And I found nonstop flights from Calgary to Tokyo for like $1,000 Canadian, which is like 700 American dollars. And I thought, my God, for 700 American, you can fly round trip economy, 10-hour flights each way. So $700, 20 hours of airtime for $700, 500 miles an hour, whatever that is. And I thought to myself, you know, I charge $200 a class, American. If you buy 3 classes, that's $600 US for my regular priced classes, which is like 800 something Canadian. 3 classes is what it costs to do. And that you use, that knowledge you get from those classes, you use for the rest of your life. And you know what you'll end up doing? You'll fly to Tokyo. You'll fly to London. You'll fly to Paris. But you're not going to fly economy. What you're going to learn from those first three classes and the next 3 and the next 3, you're flying business class for the rest of your life. You're never flying economy again unless you wish to. You don't have to fly economy. That is the reality of what these classes can do for you. Giddy up, everybody. Jen, oh, thank you so much.
What can a bagel do for the market?
What can the bagel do for you? We're up 438 on the Dow. 438, 448. I better write that down. We're up 448 right now. Where will the Dow be when I finish devouring this toasted sesame seed grape jelly bagel that Jen just cranked out for me? I'm about to find out. Very nice. Love it. Welcome all to the program. So nice to have you with me today. Do we still have access to the classes we bought in the past? Depends how long ago. Because I've been trying to figure this out myself. Yeah. Depending on how far back. If it's in the last year, oh, for sure. But you better let me know. If you can't find the link, double check. Check your emails. Don't delete the emails where I send you links to your channels. Don't delete those. Keep those handy. Wonderful. Send me proof of payment that you made for a class 2 years ago. I'll send you a link. 3 years ago, whatever. Now, if you bought classes 3 years ago and you haven't watched them yet, shame on you. What are you doing? You're skipping school. Welcome to the program, everybody. We're up 478 on the Dow. We're higher. We're up. Susan Shop says to Jeff Glass, take the money now. There you go. Eric, 2022, I bought the first 2 classes and I can't find them again. Eric, thank you, Bruce. I will check it out. All right. Wonderful. So good. Mm, mm, mm. Fantastic. Headline coming across here about Wendy's restaurants having the same trouble at home as U.S. sales fall and costs rise. There you go. I can imagine McDonald's cost for eggs in the last 6 months have got to be through the roof. Any restaurant focusing on an egg-based menu, it's got to be insane. But haven't buns gone up? Butter, milk, bacon? I mean, it all goes up, right? Burger meat, you name it. Yeah. Mm-mm. One. Bagel. We're up 498. The Dow's moving higher. The bagel is kicking in. We're up 75 on S&P. We're up 248 on NASDAQ. That's what's happening today. VIX down 183. Oil down 63 cents. Okay. JJ, 24 night North Pacific Passage, Vancouver to Yokohama, Japan, Trans-Pacific, September 9, 2025, on the Viking Venus.
To the Northwest Passage?
I don't know, is that true?
I don't know.
Vancouver to Yokohama? I can see through the Alaska Passage, anyway, Viking Venus, nice ship, no children, 945 maximum passengers. How much is that one, JJ? What's that one cost per person? Let me know. I got to figure what's that, about 8-10 grand? It's got to be expensive. Henry, I bought my cash secured putback from $2 to 74 cents at 21. Thank you, says Henry T. Right on, Henry T. Well done, pal. Henry taking money off the table, baby. Absolutely taking money off the table. You go, Henry. And get ready to write another set. That's the name of the game here. You're in the middle of a kind of a slow motion rollover. You close the one out at super stink bid. Now get ready for the next one and bring in some more money. Beach Boy, munching while Uncle Bruce crunches on the screen in front of me while checking on my options positions. What's wrong with this picture? I don't see anything wrong with this picture. James the Misty Tree, I stopped by McDonald's yesterday for a snack. Filet-O-Fish sandwich was $4.60. Just that, no fries, no drink. $4.60 for the Sammy. Yeah. Well, a burger at Carl's Jr. is like $8, $9. Just the burger. Wow. When Jen and I were in Canada, before we came down here, it was a while ago, but we went to a Wendy's. And Jen usually gets some kind of a burger meal deal, and then I just get a Big Dave's double cheese, maybe with bacon. Those are like $8-9, close to $10, just for the burger. I mean, yikes! Yeah. So you're giving Wendy's like $30 Canadian for two of you. One has a meal. You're sharing fries, you're sharing the drink, and one has a burger. That's $30? Whoa. 200 yards over there on the other side of the parking lot is Costco. $1.50 hot dog, poutine, chicken fingers, fries and gravy, sundae with a drink. Hard to spend $8 for two over there. Really hard to break $8 at Costco. Just versus 30. You'd bet your ass Wendy's is hurting. No doubt about that. JJ, that cruise, Bruce, $62.99 balcony. Watch the price go down. Interesting.
It's going from Vancouver over to Japan?
Yeah.
It's just going west
Yeah.
now. I think they.
It stops, goes up Alaska.
Yeah, and then
stops.
there's,
So it's an Alaska cruise. And then,
so they kind of point to the northwest.
yeah, it goes right underneath the Aleutian Islands, all those islands, and then it comes down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There are lots of sea days on that trip. First class service, though. Top notch food. Brian, I bought back those ASTS cash secured puts for 51 cents. I sold them for $2.85 3 weeks ago, Uncle Bruce. They expire May 16. You know what? I'm having fun. I like this game, says Brian. I really like this game. This is kind of fun. There you go, buddy. Just imagine if you could do 100 of those at a time. You won't be working for anybody. Wow, bringing in 28,000 and giving back $5,000 because you're a nice guy and keeping 23,000 for yourself. 3 weeks. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome to the upper 10%. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay. Well, I'm just a guy in front of a computer, hopefully helping you make money. We're up 443 on the Dow. Hanging around at 448 when I started chewing on this bagel. We're up 22 on SoFi. We're up 404 on ASTS. Well done, everybody. Brian, get ready to write another cash secured put. Start shopping, pal. Look for money now. Rocket Lab up 119. Up 119. Nice. 23.32 on Rocket Lab. GameStop down 5 cents. MSTR up $7. AI up 78. Charlie. I just finished a Costco run. What did I miss? You missed nothing. Nothing. Sesame seeds here. So good. I got to tell you, Jen and I and Jen Jr. went to Whole Foods yesterday. It was the first time that I was in Whole Foods for like a half an hour. Normally, I'm in a Whole Foods store and I make a beeline for the sesame seed bagels. Maybe buy one other item and then off we go. But this time, Jen Jr. wanted to walk the store. And so Jen and Jen Jr. went off. And so I was on my own to just peruse the store. Some very interesting brand name product in that place.
You weren't perusing the other customers.
No, they were perusing me. I was being checked out by people. Anyway, there was this one product. It was maraschino cherries in a jar that you put on top of ice cream. Decadent. The brand name, Bada Bing. I thought this was pretty good. Bada Bing cherries. I know that's a pretty cool name. $10 a jar for Bada Bing maraschino cherries. Wow. Then I found the jar next to it, imported from Italy, which is maraschino cherries in a syrup of some kind. $30 a jar for this stuff. I could not believe it. Oh.
That's kosher. That's another reason it's expensive.
No, this is from Italy. This wasn't kosher.
No, this is kosher. It had the kosher sign on it, seal.
I don't recall that. I don't recall. Oh, I did also see from Italy a tin of extra virgin olive oil. And it looks,
500 mil,
it was very small, like 12 ounces, 16 ounces maybe.
half a liter. Yeah.
very reminiscent to me of a miniature version of the tin of olive oil that the Godfather was showing, the New York Godfather Vito was showing the Godfather back in Italy before he knocked them off. Of course, he was showing him a big container of olive oil. But here's this little tiny container of olive oil. I'm looking at this, I'm reading the label and I'm reading the back and where it comes from and all this stuff. Now I'm looking at the pricing. They have 3 prices inside the store. The first price is $27.99 for this 16-ounce extra virgin olive oil container. Then they have a sale price, and it was $24.99 or $23.99, something like that. And then they had the Prime membership price of Amazn Prime member thing, $19.99. So from $28 to $20, you can buy this tin of imported from Italy in a certain region of Italy, this high-end olive oil. And I thought to myself, I can't afford to shop here. This is insane. Then I saw I saw something like this. I saw water containers. What's that brand name we talked about? The water container brand name? They're very popular.
No, the ones there are just the.
I know, but what's the brand name one that's really popular?
It's that.
I-
You know.
You know what I'm talking about? I mean, they're unbelievably priced. I couldn't believe it. They had what to me looked to be generic, insulated cup things with handles on it. $49, $50, $50. They're just hanging on the wall on a peg. I couldn't believe it. I clearly do not know what's going on. I am clearly out of the demographic. Just saying. Charlie, it's almost time to check out what the Qs are doing and write a daily. And Bobby, watch out for pineapple people, Uncle Bruce. Watch out for those people. Unreal.
Those kale women.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. Have to admit, every time we go into the Whole Foods store, to me, more women around than men. Far more women than men. There are couples that are in there, but there are a lot of women on their own in there shopping daily, every second, third day, whatever, loyal clients. But some of the brand names are incredible in there. Some of the high-end product you can buy, really something. As I like to say, that ain't no Albertsons or Costco. It ain't no Albertsons or Costco. It's high-end. I don't make enough money. You guys don't donate enough to me for me to hang out at Whole Foods. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I need you guys to get richer in a hurry. I need you guys to start making $30,000 a month across the board here. My goodness. And then tell all your friends about it and bring in new viewers, and away we go. Thank you all for your donation and your dedication to this man's YouTube channel. Your Finfluencer is here, trying to guide you along that road to prosperity. 188 of you are in the house. Thank you all for joining me. How are we doing on the thumbs up meter, and how are we doing on the question of the day? I ask you. 245 people have now answered the question of the day. And the only reason they're answering the question is because they're making money writing options. You would not answer this question unless you're an option writer making money. I mean, why would you bother answering this question if you don't write options? 246 people asked. When asked, after I write stock options, I take a profit of a certain percentage. 25% or less profit, only 10%. 25% to 50% profit, 38%. Over 50% profit, 52%. That is solid number one answer. 50% or more, or I don't buy them back. Now, there you go. 179 thumbs ups have now come through the door. We need 21 more thumbs ups to get to the magical 200 level. Can we get that today on a Friday after the rant I put up this morning? I don't know. 182 now we're in, so we need 28 more thumbs ups. No, I need 18, pardon me. Only 18 required. Can I convince 18 of you to give me a thumbs up in the next few minutes before we say goodbye? That would be really great. Thank you all so very, very much. What's happening? J-Boy, Bobby, my in-laws have pineapple decorations all over their house. I really hope they aren't aware of the significance. I am not aware of the significance. Do you know you do know sorry, Auntie Jen, do you know the significance of pineapple people?
Are they Hawaiian?
See? Brian, everything moving green except green. Makes sense. Brian, GameStop, let's go. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, being pursued by women shoppers. Auntie Jen, you let him wear his Kramer's pimp outfit again? You should know better by now. Really? Why are you letting him out of the house with those with that pimp outfit? Is it any wonder walking around like that inside of Whole Foods? You're going to attract the gals. I mean, they are hot to trot when they see this guy. That felt hat does it all, doesn't it? I mean, right there, and the cane, and oh my God, out of control. There you go. Out of control. Look at that cape and the cane, and oh yeah, baby. Don't you want to take that home for dinner? Don't you? Wow. Take him home and just dump him off at the street corner a couple hours later. Done. I'm done with you. Next, I'm just asking. I don't know. Just when Jen and I go out like this, when I go out like this with Jen, no one gets near me because they see Jen and they go, "Oh, don't even think about approaching that guy. He's hot. He's out there with his hottie." She's got him clamped down. He is not available. He might drive a Tesla and all, but no. You're not gonna steal that guy from anybody. So there you go. I guess that's how it goes. I don't know. I'm just asking. There you go. Henry T. I sold a covered call, SoFi $17 covered call that expires on June 20. I got 29 cents for this thing. Now it's 12 cents. What should I do now? SoFi is $12.69 right now. Do you want to buy that one back and then write an October $17 contract for? Can you get 29 for that one? I don't know. Is that what you want to do? Drake, I got a thumbs up for you, Bruce. Definitely give me a thumbs up. James the Misty Tree, Brian, I've been searching since you asked about ASTS, and the only thing I can surmise is all the space stocks are up because SpaceX had a successful launch last night. J-Boy, the pineapple is a swinger thing. It's upside down?
An upside down heart.
Pineapple people equals swingers, says
Yes.
Bobby Atkinson. No idea.
That's how you can tell the other people in a store that you're open to that.
Specifically the upside down pineapple. This is news to me. I have no idea what this means. Honest to God. John, hello, everybody. Dude, hey, it gets all the women and he teaches them about their options, you see. Drake, what about pineapple on pizza? What does that mean? J-Boy, from Google, an upside down pineapple is a discrete symbol used by some swingers to signal their interest in the lifestyle, especially on cruises. I didn't know that. I have no idea.
So you just take a whole pineapple off of the display and carry it around?
I mean, how do you?
Inside?
Yeah. Well, how do you display an upside down pine? Do you buy a lapel pin and wear it upside down? Like,
Oh, there you go.
is there such a thing as a pineapple lapel pin? I don't know.
Everything.
Jen and I need a lot of education here. We're out of the loop. J-Boy, pizza, pineapple on pizza just means you want to share your pizza with another couple. Okay. Splair says, oh, upside down. The green is the skirt. Makes sense with the pineapple, you know. Okay. Jeff Glass, pineapple on pizza means someone ruined a pizza. That's what that means. Oh my God.
It's on Simpsons with their big blue hair and except it would be the big green hair and a skirt.
Oh, wow. Really? Drake, I am not sharing my pizza with no one. I'm not doing it. You're not. Pineapples on Redbubble, Bruce. Pineapples on Redbubble. I do not know what's going on here. Gonzo, I just like pineapple. Why do people have to ruin it? Hey, we're up 454 on the Dow. I'm just a guy, I don't know. JJ, Bobby, ooh, pineapples. Here we go. Look out. I just want you guys to make a lot of money. Honestly, that's all I'm after. Is I hope you guys get richer. We're up 18 on SoFi. Are you happy? We're up 430 on ASTS. Are you happy? Rocket Lab up 119. GameStop down 1 penny. MSTR up $10. AI up 76 cents. And SMCI up 52. NVIDIA up 228. Tesla up 475. I just want you to get richer. Palantir up 6 1/4. Costco up 14. Coinbase up $5. Google up 280. Apple's still down $7. Oh boy. Oh no. A crazy 49er. Now I have to hide my pineapples when I buy them. Thanks a lot. Beach Boy Gonzo will never look at a pineapple the same anymore. They mean something completely different. Well, I'm gonna have to pay attention the next time I go to the Whole Food store to see if any women are wearing any lapel pins with pineapples.
You get a lot of prints with pineapples.
Yeah, do they have upside down pineapples on their shirt tops or something? Or I have no idea. Are people driving with cars with license plate borders, around with an upside down pineapple? Boy, am I out of the loop here. Weber Day, ditto, Jeff. Yeah, I don't know. Splair, I'm with you. I can't even read your comments. I'm just going to leave them unread. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. Microsoft is up $9.95. Intel up 56 cents. Netflix up $14.21. We got a $22 gain on Meta, $22.50. We have EI Lilly up $18. That one jumps around a lot. Amazon down $192. The Uber are up $258. Adobe up $579. Cisco up $77. AMD up $226 to $98.91. Unity up $24. Enphase up $62. Spire up 32 cents at $9.92. Moderna up 46 cents. It's a $27 stock. Moderna in the last 5 years was as high as $430. It is $27.50 a share, down $31 in that time frame, years and years and years. Today, it is up 47 cents. The market cap of Moderna is $10.6 billion, less than SoFi, and this was once a $400 stock. Wow, man, just wow. I don't know what to think. Drake, there goes my plans on opening a pineapple farm. Out the door. Crazy 49er, Uncle Bruce. Is that a pineapple or are you just happy to see me? What's going on there, Uncle B? Oh boy, Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce checking women's lapels at the store. Right here comes the slap in the face. I come right for, excuse me, is that an upside down pineapple on your lapel there? Whack. Dope smack from Will Smith and a punch in the face from the boyfriend. Here we go. Not compatible to this party. Okay. Oh my goodness. What do I do if I happen to spot someone with an upside down pineapple? Do I walk away? Do I run away? Do I slowly kind of hide behind the peach display? What do I do? It's scary. I don't know. I'm just a guy trying to buy sesame seed bagels at a Whole Food store. Give me a break, man. I'm just trying to buy some stuff. Can't a guy buy sesame seed bagels in peace anymore without being chased? Oh no. I have no idea. I am lost. I'm so out of the loop. It's unbelievable. Yikes. Used to be easy, I guess. It's just not that easy anymore. Thank you all for being here. You are staying late, says Christina. You really are staying late. Well, let's see if I got my 200 thumbs ups. Did I get my 200 thumbs up so I can leave now? Or am I not getting 200 thumbs ups today? What is the verdict on the thumbs up meter? 192. I am not leaving until I get 200 thumbs ups. That's it. I am not leaving. I'm going to start singing show tunes if I have to. Oh, man. What's that survey showing now? 254 replies to the question of the day, 192 thumbs ups. I need 8 measly thumbs ups from some of you folks. Can you help me out, please? There's 196. I need 4 more. Just 4 more. And then Jen and I can do our goodbye song for you. That would be terrific. Thank you all for helping out. My, oh my, oh my. Should we book a Trans-Pacific cruise together, guys? Should we do that from Vancouver to Yokohama? Should we consider a Trans-Pacific cruise? I don't know. That's a repositioning cruise. I don't know if I want to do that. Here we go. Drake, keep him at 199. We'll give him all day long. Zeta State, 180. I'm joining late. Drakey, I want to hear show tunes. Christina, laugh out loud. That doesn't encourage us to hit the damn button, you know. You singing show tunes. Gonzo, what does sesame seeds on a cruise mean? I don't know what that means. I don't, J-Boy. It depends. It depends on which show tunes you're gonna sing. Drake, show tunes makes options expire worthless. Henry, my thumbs up is 193, but I'm helping you get the hell out of here. Beach Boy Christina, yes, he does, as well as the sofa for him tonight. Charlie, oh my God, I think I can hear Yoko warming up in the background. Dude, I did what I could, Uncle Bruce. All she has is one thumb to give. One thumb is all I got. All right, let's refresh this thumbs up meter. What do we got now? 196 was the last indicator. Thumbs ups now are 200. Oh, thank God. We hit 200 thumbs ups. Ooh, that was close. Oh, my goodness. It's been a while since we heard Yoko, says Drake. It's been a while. Oh, my God. Oklahoma, where that was. Oh my Lord, no. Oh my God. All right, kids. Well, I got my 200 thumbs ups, and I guess I have to be satisfied with that because the last 2 days you stopped in the 190s and wouldn't give me enough to get a measly 200 thumbs ups. Got them today. Well, take it, Jeff. So if we go back and take our thumbs down, we get show two. No takebacks. I closed the 2 calls I sold on GameStop for $28 that expired today. 95% profit. I got 118 for them. Christina, you're going to be able to take those kids out for some kids meals. Beach Boy, release Tony. He's got some show tunes to sing. Dude, finally we can rest. He can rest. You people, I swear, says dude. I swear. Drake, if you put on Yoko, we'd go to 500 thumbs right away. But hey, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy thinking about Yoko songs. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't bring the record.
No, we don't have
the records.
Yeah, we don't have the records here. We don't have the record player here, and the record player is at my daughter's house. She stole it, and in any event, it is what it is. There you go, Christina. Screw the kids. Kidding. Have a good weekend, she said. Richmond, neat. There you go, folks. All right, you guys, have a great weekend out there. Enjoy the hopefully spring and almost summer weather. I hope it really works out for you. Jen and I will entertain the young one for another day or so, and we'll see you here Monday. Let's talk about getting you richer then. Jeff Glass, neat. Splair, Beach Boy. What happened to Tony? Beach Boy. I'm thumbing down, so you're at 199. You can't leave. Christina, neat. No takebacks. Jen wants some Jamesons and some lemon meringue pie. Have a great one, everybody. Get richer all day today. Take a look at those credit spreads as the afternoon comes along, and
Actually, I'm going for Mexican food.
we're going for Mexican food at lunch, she says. Oh my goodness, look out. Good times will be had here.
Las Casuelas.
Las Casuelas, she says. There you go. Folks, have yourselves a great time out there. Be well. Join me Monday morning if you have any comments or questions. I look forward to seeing you. And thanks again for grabbing the classes this week on special. Have a wonderful, relaxing time. Get richer. And we'll do this all again next week. Away we go. I'm just kind-hearted that way, says Beach Boy. Christina, bye, says Christina. And my rodents probably won't want to do today something, so it's suddenly really too warm here for my rodents to be taken out in my his little kangaroo rats. Oh my goodness, Blair, you hang in there. Christina, start doing it, Bruce. Start saying 1, 2, 3. Start doing it, Bruce. That's Blair. Have a good weekend again, everybody. All right, you guys, in 3, in 2, in 1. Auntie Jen and I would like to say bye.